Welcome back to ALPB Roundup. I'm Ryan here with a Daily Roundup. Hopefully I can edit this. If this thing is obviously not edited, then you know the software issues from yesterday are still not resolved regardless of the lies I've been sold by Microsoft. Pain. For the 4th out of 5 game days, we had a rain out, but last night was super special, guys, because we had 2 rainouts. Yay! The Revolution Honey Hunters, they rained out in Gastonia. They're going to play a doubleheader starting at, 11 a.m. today. Brutal. And then the Blue Crabs and Legends, they failed to get in the second game of their doubleheader. The Blue Crabs, they're gonna play 2 today, first of all. But the Blue Crabs, they've rained out, I think, 3 times last 5 days. So sucks to be them. Aquatic animals. You think they'd be fine, but here we are. But we did still have 3 games completed, so let's hop in on that. In the game that did get played between the Blue Crabs and the Legends in Southern Maryland, the Blue Crabs were the road team on their home turf in this makeup game. The Blue Crabs were like, hey, if we hitting first, then we hitting first, and jumped on Lexington's Sean Blackwell early and often, scoring 9 runs off of Blackwell in 4 and a third innings of work, including 4 first-inning runs on their way to an 11-4 win. The Blue Crabs were led by Alex Crosby offensively. He went 2 for 5 with a homer and a double, 4 RBIs on the day, and an AOPB Roundup game ball for him. Joe DeLuca homered as well and displayed some nice glove work behind the dish in this one. The Blue Crabs have hit 7 home runs in their last 13 innings. Quite a hot streak for them offensively. Sam Claycamp, he hit his 2nd home run of the season for Lexington. Silver lining for Lexington, this game only counted toward the first half, so it won't affect second half standings, and they already won the first half, so life goes on. Scheduling is truly a horror show, and that's how we end up with that situation. Lexington at home while on the road playing a first half game that doesn't count toward the current standings. Wild. Again, they'll play 2 on Sunday. Don't ask me who's pitching. On Long Island, the Ducks' second half struggles continued as they were overcome by the Barnstormers 6-4. The Ducks erased a 1-0 Barnstormers lead, scoring 3 runs in the first inning. However, the Barnstormers kept grinding at it, scoring 1 in the second, another in the third, and then 3 more in the fourth. Darren Downs takes the loss for the Ducks. 5 innings pitched, 5 earned runs on 11 hits. He falls to 1-4 on the season. Dom DiSabatino gets his 9th win of the season, despite having a 7-something ERA. Dude just makes it work. He improves to 9-3. He allowed 4 runs in 5 innings. Scott Schumann struck out the side in his 12th save of the season. He's nasty lately. He's now working with a 1.8 ERA with a 14.7 K9. That puts him over Preston Gainey for the league lead in that category among qualified pitchers. Offensively, Kelly Dugan had 2 hits off the bench for Lancaster. Blake Gainland had a 3-hit day for himself. However, the bullpens each tossed 4 scoreless innings. The Barnstormers bullpen earns the ALPB Roundup game ball. Why not the Ducks? Well, good question. The Barnstormers won. So, high leverage innings or whatever, or woe to the vanquished, however you want to justify it, but Barnstormers get it, so life. We'll see Hunter Caudill versus Tommy Shirley as the pitching matchup for Sunday's contest. Finally, in High Point, the Rockers got their 2nd straight win over the West Virginia Power. This time around, the Power got a 2-run home run from Miles Williams, his 2nd game in a row with a homer, and they threatened a few times, but in the end, they would run into the Tommy gun. Tommy Lawrence, the Mad Mustache. He would throw a complete game, allowing 3 runs on 5 hits. He becomes the first High Point Rocker to throw a 9-inning complete game in franchise history. He also went out and set the Rockers' franchise record for pitches thrown with 117. Now, let's not miss the fact that Lawrence was pitching in an amateur men's league in New Hampshire back in June. 2 months ago, he was a pitching instructor and coaching high school kids. Now he leads High Point in wins. He's won his last 4 starts. He said he's losing weight and losing velo, but he's feeling better than ever, and the results are there. So, hey man, you do you, boo. James McGowan homered for High Point, and Stuart Levy had a 2-hit game, but it was the gun show, and the Tommy gun was on full display as Tommy Lawrence grabs the ALPB Roundup game ball. The Rockers have won 3 straight and are back to 500 in the second half. The entire South Division is at or above 500 here in the early going. No surprise there. Super competitive division. It's going to be a fun last 50 games down this stretch. I expect to see Bryce Hensley versus Eric Sekula tomorrow. That's a good pitching matchup, so something to look forward to. That's all I've got for the Daily Round today. Hopefully I can edit this thing. If not, it is going to be a slop fest, but I blame Microsoft. How many times has that been said? I'm Ryan from ALPB Roundup. Have a good one.